Oh, good morning to you all. Good morning. It is, what is it today? Oh, it's Saturday, 9th of November 2019. Too dark to start doing anything, but not too dark to start looking at things to be done. Now, there's bits and pieces of this job that sort of need to, work in a logical sequence if we're not going to allow the whole building to collapse. There are what we might think of as windows in the back wall of this building. Yeah, not exactly a sort of picture panoramic window, is it? But it's a window nonetheless, and that actually, for various reasons, has quite an important legal symbolism. It is a window. There is already a window there. You might not think of that as a window, but trust me, in law it is. Very good. There's another there and another there. Yeah, we're going to be exploring those at great length, but not right at the moment. The vine needs tidying up, doesn't it? And that is very good to see. That funny little sort of iron square there is a soot trap for a chimney that is still hiding in the thickness of the wall. Again, very, very useful, and something that I've found on the internet and saved onto my hard drive is a aerial picture of the town from a lot of years ago, which shows a chimney rising above the ridge line there. Yeah, that's going to feature in the plans somewhere. But what are we doing this morning? Well, I need to go down into Isère-sur-Creuse for one or two reasons, and then we'll make some noise. Now, I've shown you several times this particular beam, which was converted by ants to make ant nests, and well, it's got to come out. You know, it's not actually doing all the things it should be doing. That is going to be an interesting caper, because it sits on two piers, but it also sits on this peculiar sort of middle wall thing. Now, I guess it's symbolic. You know, this is the weekend we remember the coming down of the Berlin Wall, and yesterday, oh, it's dark in here, that's why we can't do any work. Yesterday I got a little excitable and carried away. That wall is not weight bearing. Trust me, it isn't. Between the top of it and the floor above is clear air. So I jiggled and pushed and poked and breached the wall. Now, there wasn't a great flood of East Germans coming through that hole, I'm glad to say. Nothing against East Germans, I'm just glad that thousands of them didn't come through the hole. And I think, bearing in mind how easily these stones came out, and bearing in mind how heavy they are, I think taking that down is probably a good move for today. I think. We'll see how the day develops. There's the inside of one of those windows. Haven't quite worked out where the chimney is from the inside. I think it's behind that wall. But there we are. Things to do. Things to do. Well, that was a little shopping trip with a little benefit. I needed some show, but the shop that sells the show had got scrap bits of pallet to give away, and as it's winter and as none of us know how long it's going to go on for, seemed like a reasonable thing to do to grab it. Yeah. That was what I wanted. I also got some food and other such stuff, but you know, a bit of free firewood is always good. This stuff burns so quickly, it's got no great calorific value in it, but you know, it'll warm me up.